Yeah, it's a big relief, and one is six months or more than 6 months without the players, without training, without coaching. I mean, it was hectic, but I'm so happy that everything maybe is back to normal. And the good thing is, Posta Rangers, we're really following the government guidelines, and we are trying as much as possible for the players to be very, very safe. Yeah, this particular time. I think it was a very big challenge for us because it's something that has never happened. Then, of course, we as coaches, we earn from football. And if there is no football, we don't get money. We don't get our daily bread. Then, of course, even the players, it was a very big challenge for the players because one, football family, you're used to, being in a group, being with friends. But when we had COVID, you're just alone at home. And there was a lot of depression. We had some depression in the team. So it was a very big challenge for me and the players too. But of course, I was always trying to speak to them through the phone. And most of them, I can say, we had very good chats. And we talked about football, we talked about politics, we talked about the disease itself. And I think we really handled it quite well. Immediately, we heard about Corona. I remember we were supposed to play against Gor Mahia, and the match couldn't take place because Gor Mahia didn't travel to Nakuru. And that week, because it's something that we didn't know it will take that long, But after we realized that this thing is real, and we may be away from the field for such a long time, we started having conversation in the chat. Our group. Then, with the players, that is. Then, of course, the physical fitness trainer, Jofu, did a very good job because he came up with the program, for 3 months. Came up with a very good program. So this program made the players very, very busy, and these are things that we were following what they were doing at home. And most of the players were really following the program. So when we started our training just 2 weeks ago, I could see most of the players were really, really fit. So we are starting somewhere. So even when they say that the league is going to start in November, mid-November, then I think we'll have some fitness to push us through. First, as Postal Corporation, we are really following the government guideline, apart from the FIFA guideline, and apart from the FIFA guideline. But one thing we had to do first is sanitizing, which is very, very important. Then distancing. Then, of course, contact, the way we mingle around. We really had to take that. But you see that when we started our program, we started with individual training the first week. It was just about individual training with very good spacing, very good distancing. Then, of course, as normal, before Corona, we used to share our bibs, we used to share water, but now this is different. All these things have changed. When you're using a bib, you can't share it with your teammate. You have to go with it home and wash it. Then, of course, bottles. You have to come with your own container for water. You use it, you don't share with the other guys. And then, of course, every day we are being checked with the doctor, the temperature. And so far, I think our temperatures, there's nothing alarming. So I think we are doing the right thing. The protocols that the government has given, and of course, also FIFA. First of all, we have to rewind how we ended the season, how the players played, and the matches, the training. These things have to change, because every day, football is evolving, and we don't want to be left behind. So there are some things that we are going to change in terms of our training, more especially keeping in mind COVID. Yeah, so a lot of things will change, how we handle the players, how we plan our training, but in a positive way. Then of course, last season we started the league quite well, because I remember the first 10 games we were top 3. Then the consistency, I think we came down a bit up to number 8, which to me was not good enough. But you look at what happened. Why could we not maintain top 3? But so many things happened. I mean, first financially, I think for us to perform well in the league, we have to be very, very strong financially. Then of course injuries come in, but when I talk about injuries coming in and players losing form, then I say this season we have to beef the squad. Because if I have a problem with a defender, let's say fullback, and I just have that one fullback, then I'm going to suffer. So what I've done this season is that every position there has to be competition, 3 or 2 players, and that is what I've done. And you see my signing, I really concentrated on the defense, more especially on central defense, because I believe that we were so short in central defense. Then of course I'm looking at the attacking line, because last season we didn't score as many goals as I would have loved. So that is one area. I think offensive-wise, I've also strengthened the team, and in terms of striking also, I've also brought some new players. I think one is Amisi from Western Stima. He's one player that I really admire, and I believe 2 seasons ago I wanted him to come here, but unfortunately he went to Western Stima. So after Western Stima unfolding, I said no, I have to get Amisi, because he's a very powerful stopper, and I believe he's one of the best stoppers we have in the country. Then of course unsung name in Timothy Onyango from Chemelil, very pacey wing back, and I believe he's going to bring a lot of competition and different dimension that we had last season. I didn't have any problem in terms of midfield, because that is one area I always believe we were strong. So mostly I concentrated on offensive, because offensive I took Omollo from Gor Mahia. Then of course we took Eliud on a permanent deal, lukewarm from Gor Mahia. Then in attacking we have taken Billy is also there, Opore. So then Mwanzia, he used to play for Madare, then he went to Lindsay, now he's here. So, and that one is a very good signing for me. That's a very good signing for me. So I know he's going to help me in attacking force. Then of course in goalkeeper I've brought in Kevin. This guy played for AP and also Nakuru All Stars. So I'm well covered this season. Having a sponsor is the best thing that maybe we can have now. Because let me tell you, last season most of the teams struggled because there was no main sponsor. And you find that is where teams were struggling even to travel. Even us being a corporate, we were traveling even to travel. Last season, I know a lot of teams couldn't cater for the players well to perform at the highest level, because we didn't have a title sponsorship. For me, there was no motivation at all. I win games, even I draw tough games, but you know, at the end of the day, this player, after doing a very good job, you need to motivate him. Winning allowance. We couldn't afford winning allowances, leave alone even transport. A player coming from home to training ground, it was a big struggle. So since the sponsorship is now here, I think one, teams are going to develop, players are going to develop. We won't have the normal struggles that we've been having. And to that, I really big up for FKF for bringing a sponsor. That is something we needed. You know, when the league was so strong some years back, we had like 2 sponsors, and the league was doing very fine. But since that day, since the day they left, everything has been, the future has been really bleak. So that is the best FKF has done, bringing a sponsor. And you know, during COVID, the sponsor played a very big role. I remember, even me, I didn't have a single cent with me. And the sponsor came, gave us a big lift, technical bench, and the players. And we saw that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I believe I have to go with their word. They said before the league starts, they will give some money to the teams. So this will give us very good preparation. Me, especially as a coach, it will give me a very big preparation for the club. And we can challenge. I think with sponsorship, Posta can challenge big time. We can challenge Gor Mahia, we can challenge FC Leopards, we can challenge Sofapaka. Things that maybe were impossible when the sponsorship was not there. So I'm happy, I'm really happy. I cannot lie, I'm really happy having the sponsorship.
For a good time to Posta because it's now almost 8 years, more than 8 years. So nikuwa poa, at least those 8 years kutoka ligi wakiwa national kutoka moja to the league. Since that time mpaka saa hizi kwa bado ndio top league. Shukrani sana. First of all, it is a very good team because ukiangalia mimi kwanza kumikamu kutoka Tusker kuja Posta, at least inapatia mtu a chance ya ku after football you can do something because wana offer job. Because unaweza cheza ball for ya career yako yote, so at least there's something unasoma pia na unapata job. So mtimpo ukiangalia ofisi, ukiangalia pia makocha wamekuwa wakiwa hapa ni makocha wa level ya juu, so it means that ni timpo kama inaweza attract coach the like of Pamzo, Zebe, coach Capelo. It shows that it's a good team na compete. Ukiangalia kabla ya game tu ukiangalia pia saizi team iko blended na experience na young players, but sasa wengi ni young players. Unapata of course young players ni watu wachangamfu, so unapata at least kuna music hapo, mangoma watu wanasikiza nini na jokes na wachezaji wa fani the likes of Kimao nani, so at least inatu psych before wengine. Muziki kuna jamani kwa huyo na Ingotsi au na wachezaji na kina Mtembei Franco au na wachezaji kiwekea rumba hapo mabongo kwa changing room, yani wanakusai ina bamba mbaya sana. Funny sporting alisema soka na ukati mingi sana. Sasa kwanza kuna mwingine hata usiseme anaitwa Deto. Huo sasa huwa anaweza imitate kila mtu vile anacheza, kuanzia kwa coach, wachezaji, yani walking style, kuongea huyo. Usitake asijue the other side of you, atakutoa vile huko 100%. Pande ya Kiroma naweza hapo, naweza weka mtu kama Sunday hapo, likono hapo. Kwanza unajua yeye ni mtu wa the west side. Kabla ya game watu wakichapa na mchele bila ugali haiwezi, so hao ndio likono na Sunday hapo pande ya food, hao wanatuwakilisha mbaya sana. The best dancer Osok nampatia na Shei, Osok na Ingotsi, hao nawapatia hiyo. Mabongo hapo na marumba. Lakini sasa coach utaka kuingilia hapo katiari, lakini unapata yeye mguu zake zote ni za left, so haiwezi mshika. Ani Yusuf aiwe naye waga ameponda, huwezi jua kama ako happy ama ako nini. Kama Shei kwa kama angekuwa football leo ni kwa 100% tu angekuwa kwa band fulani ana dance. Mtu wa pili kama Saimo Huyo niko sure angekuwa mwanabiashara mbaya sana. Alafu ukiangalia kuna kama nani pia nani Osok, pia huyo ni mwanabiashara, kwa sababu wenyewe kama hatuna booth, huyo ndio mtu anatushughulikiaga kwa timu. Kama singekuwa footballer, na tu ningekuwa footballer ama maybe pia other than football, lakini yenyewe mimi ni mtu nilikuwa nimefanya KIT kuna deep, so nikidhani ningechukua hiyo, that's why ndio make transition kutoka sasa kuja Posta, ndio at least niweze kupursue hiyo pande ya masomo IT kidogo. Hiyo maybe ningekuwa kwa hiyo field other than football, ningekuwa hiyo pande. Kujibamba nikiwa kwao, nichukue tu kijana wangu, tunaenda maybe swimo, ama niko kwao nasikiza mangoma. At least nikiwa na kijana wangu mu feel gani nime relax mbaya sana. Kijana wangu ako 6 years, anaitwa Lam, LAHM, kama Philip Lam ule wa Baya. As for now, at least yeye upenda kucheza ball, lakini ukiangalia naona anaweza take ball ile naona, kwa sababu wenyewe toenda naye ma games zingine mara moja. Ukiangalia hata kwa ball mimi ni fan wa Man, lakini yeye ukisikia vile ana support Juventus, yenyewe nikajua yenyewe kama anajua timu kaa Juve, na si mimi nilimwambia, sijui alijua yapi, so anaweza kupiga ngoma pia.